In Carl Junction, drivers continue to fly by school bus stop arms. I'm Kenny Foreman, and I'll tell you the latest on that coming up.
Plus, court proceedings may put the brakes on filling the vacant mayor's seat in Carl Junction. And a tech school in Joplin gets a financial boost for a potential future workforce.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Driving violations are piling up in Carl Junction just weeks into the school year. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Tanya Bach. The Carl Junction School District has seen an unusual uptick in the amount of drivers committing stop arm violations when passing school buses. KOAM's Kenny Foreman has the latest.
At Carl Junction School District, student safety is a priority. For those who take the bus, however, reckless driving can pose a threat. It's been a point of frustration for District Transportation Director Jared Richmond.
I think people just don't want to wait a minute to wait on the school bus. We've had ones that you can see as they go by, they're on their cell phones. Other people will, yell at us as they run through the stop sign. They just feel that they're entitled to go and they don't want to wait.
Missouri law states drivers need to come to a stop when approaching school buses with a stop sign and flashing lights. Luckily for the community, a tragedy has yet to occur, but Richmond knows it needs to stay this way.
We've never had a child injured due to this. There's been multiple close calls, but obviously, our concern is to get our kids to and from school every day safely, so we don't want there to be an incident.
Despite school being in session for just a few weeks, there have already been a reported 25 stop arm violations, and that's just including the ones that have been reported.
We have had multiple more that we couldn't get a license plate or something in order to turn over to law enforcement. So that's just what we've been able to investigate here.
As director, Richmond hopes he can help remind drivers a few more seconds of caution can help preserve lives.
You just want to tell drivers on the road that waiting behind a school bus for less than a minute to make a stop isn't worth taking someone's life.
In Carl Junction, Kenny Foreman, KOAM News.
Carl Junction has 34 route buses that roughly 2,000 students rely on. Richmond says this is an ongoing issue throughout Jasper County and is not unique to Carl Junction. Well, the recent impeachment of Carl Junction's mayor creates legal turmoil for the city. A statement from the city's attorney indicates the city cannot yet move forward with appointing a new mayor due to former mayor Mike Moss filing a petition for judicial review. The city's attorney also calls the special meeting scheduled for tomorrow night to fill the vacancy premature while the impeachment process is ongoing. However, the impeachment board will meet during tomorrow night's council meeting. This comes weeks after the former mayor challenged his removal. His attorney says the council acted wrongfully by removing the mayor without evidence of wrongdoing. This latest move halts the council's efforts to fill the mayor's seat. Without a legally recognized vacancy, the city will remain mayorless until the courts rule on Moss's challenge. Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty joins us now with a first look at the weather.
Yeah, and it turned out to be fairly hot once again, about 10 degrees above our average high for this time of the year. Most of us were into the 90s. 90s continue, hit and miss showers and a few thunderstorms just about each and every day this week. We are going to drop back into the 80s. Later this week, just mid to upper 80s, and still some thunderstorm chances sticking around as we head into the weekend. You can see these guys, southwestern Missouri, kind of just blossoming with the heating of the day, not really moving. They're kind of forming along these little outflow boundaries, so they're just kind of drifting back toward the west. But if you get stuck underneath some of these, you're going to get some thunder, some lightning, maybe even a little bit of small hail. These will stick around as we go through the next couple hours, and then once the sun sets, they're pretty much gone. Heading into Tuesday morning, looking pretty good. Upper 60s. Hot again on Tuesday. We'll talk about additional rain chances here in a bit.
All right, thanks, Doug. Authorities bring charges against a young Arkansas man in connection to a fatal weekend crash in southwest Missouri. The crash happened just after 4 p.m. Sunday afternoon on Missouri 43, just south of County Highway 0. Troopers say a vehicle struck another oncoming vehicle as it attempted to pass. A man and a woman from Anderson, both 60 years old, died at the scene. Air and ground crews took several others for medical care to area hospitals. Troopers arrested this man, 18-year-old Lance Stockhauser of Siloam Springs, Arkansas, for DWI in the death of 2 or more people. He was transported to the McDonald County Jail. Well, foster parents are always in demand. Officials in Jasper County find the need is even greater in the fall. According to CASA and the Jasper County Court, they receive more calls for help as students return to the classroom. CASA says Jasper County currently ranks 98th out of 113 countries for child welfare. Officials say the cause of this issue could range from abuse and neglect to educational neglect and more.
You know, in the last 2 weeks alone, I've had 20 kids sent over that need a CASA in their corner, and we need volunteers to step up and advocate for these kids.
One can call. You can make an anonymous report. School staff are mandated reporters, so they don't have a choice. So I think that's probably also causes a higher number of reports.
In the last CASA says they're always in need of volunteers. They recommend reaching out to them if you would like to help. Missouri American Water recognized an area trade school today with a check presentation. The utility company presented $15,000 to the Franklin Technology Center in Joplin, as well as Joplin school representatives. Missouri American presented the check on behalf of the American Water Charitable Foundation. FTC says the grant will be used for programs including auto technology, collision repair, HVAC, machine tools, CNA, and computer information systems programs. Missouri American says the grant serves as a way to help build a future workforce in the area.
What we're experiencing within our own industry is over the next 5 to 7 years, we're looking at losing between 25 and 40% of our own workforce. And a lot of those career fields focus on science and technology and a lot of similar things that Franklin Tech offers. So from that vantage point, we're just looking to build the labor pool up in those areas.
This year, the American Water Charitable Foundation awarded more than $750,000 through workforce readiness and STEM education grant programs. Fort Scott football looks to right some early season difficulties. Coming up, the Tigers' plans to turn their season around. That's in sports. But first, the clock is ticking for TikTok once again.
With the deadline quickly approaching, the future of TikTok is uncertain. We'll speak with 3 local businesses and we'll ask them what they plan to do if a deal is not reached in time. I'm Ty Parks and we'll have that story coming up.
Many people use the popular app TikTok for everything from social fun to marketing a business. But that could soon change. KOAM's Ty Parks spoke with 3 businesses that use TikTok, found out how their plans will change should the app go dark.
TikTok is uncertain. The current deadline is September 17th. Joplin Chamber of Commerce tells KOM that they use the app to attract younger audiences.
Using TikTok has been really helpful for us to educate and make people aware of the amazing things that Joplin has to offer as far as quality of life, and it allows us to reach a different audience.
Choose Joplin page allows the chamber to reach an audience that would otherwise be untouched.
If the app does go dark, I would say probably naturally people will start shifting to other platforms. We do have a strong presence on Facebook and Instagram. I would say right now we don't do a lot on YouTube Shorts, so that may be something we would look into.
IC story is titled, "Am I the Astronaut for Admitting to Something?"
Another business that has seen growth due to TikTok is Dusty Thunder with Storm Cloud Marketing, who has seen recent TikTok fame.
Like, we're at the mercy of all these different content platforms. We're at the mercy of legislation. We're at the mercy of a lot of different things. So we have to adapt quickly no matter what. I think one of the most important things that we have to do as content creators is diversify.
One small business that has seen an increase in sales due to TikTok is Front Page on Main Street in Joplin.
A lot of our advertising, so we do daily things on Facebook actually, and everything goes to TikTok at that point so that we can hopefully increase our outreach and reach people that are not aware of this local gym. The thing about a small business like us, we just have to roll with the punches. So I'm just telling you, if something happens there, we will pick up something else and make that work for us. So hopefully everything just keeps going like it is right now, but I know that we can make it work one way or the other.
Each business we spoke to today is hopeful the app will stay, but is ready to switch gears if it goes dark. In Joplin, Ty Parks, KOAM News.
Framework deal with China is reportedly in the works. The current deadline for a decision on the app is September 17th. That's this Wednesday. Well, a little later, the Missouri Department of Conservation wants to bring attention and assistance to one of the state's favorite pollinators.
And some pop-up thunderstorms sticking around the next few days. Details coming up. Well, it definitely turned out to be kind of hot once again for us today. We've been in the lower 90s over the past several days, about 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of the year. But I guess the good news, we've had some hit and miss storms, and this is going to be the trend as we go through this week. Hit and miss pop-up storms. You can see them out there right now, southwestern parts of Missouri. A couple of these guys have been a little bit stronger with some very small hail, some winds gusting kind of 40 to 45. Watch this line kick out of those storms right there. That's what we call an outflow boundary, and a lot of times we'll get additional little guys that pop up along that boundary. But you can see this cluster, it's not really moving. It's just kind of pulsing up, pulsing down, and that's what we're going to see as we go through the next several hours. So not really advancing off toward the west, but really from just west to Stockton, Greenfield, Mount Vernon. Once you get into eastern parts of Jasper County, so a little guy just on the southeast side of Carthage. A couple little thunderstorms just west of Monette. Again, these really aren't moving, just kind of pulsing. And also another guy near Table Rock, Eagle Rock, and then on the west side of Table Rock Lake. But again, we're going to be out there next couple hours, and we're going to see this again over the next few days. So this will kind of die, look pretty good through the night, upper 60s for overnight lows. Quick warm up on your Tuesday. We go mid 80s by noon. Once we get into the afternoon, almost a carbon copy of today, near 90, and those hit and miss storms once again during the afternoon. So kind of popping up, pulsing down. Once we get into the evening hours, calm again as we go through Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning, upper 60s. Guess what happens? The exact same thing. Pop-up pulsing storms once again on Wednesday afternoon. So we have these chances the next several days. It's not widespread. It's not a line of storms. But if we can get these every single day, hopefully they'll be in different spots, and most of us will get some rain as we go through the next few days. But at least we got the chances out there, so that is definitely good news. Day planner on your Tuesday, 66 to start, 86 by noon. High temp right around 90 degrees. Looks good right now. Great shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. You can see some of those cumulus clouds kind of popping up out there. Through the evening, 80s, 70s, eventually upper 60s. Cooler in Missouri. Look at this. Monette 72 with those rain showers. Then you got 91 in Joplin, 97 in Welch. So some heat out there for sure. But if we look at our upper levels, here's what's causing it. See this weak little wave? Then you got some moisture flowing in. So very disorganized, but enough to give us some showers as we go through the next few days. Look at the upper level low. Kind of sits on us, giving us bands or periods of scattered showers and thunderstorms. A little stronger storm system is going to kick out as we get toward the weekend. So that's good. So at least these chances stick around. Heading into Thursday, still some hit and miss storms. High temps, upper 80s to near 90 degrees. Maybe a little bit cooler as we go into Friday, but it's nice to see those rain chances out there. 90 on Tuesday, 92 on Wednesday. Upper 80s Thursday and Friday. Back near 90 again as we head into the weekend, but rain chances sticking around every day this week.
All right. Well, I mean, so it just kind of varies what time of the day each day where it's going to happen too.
So hopefully we'll get some.
All right. We need it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Doug. Well, still ahead, Fort Scott High School football looks to bounce back after its 0-2 start. How the Tigers look to pull together a winning season with a team of talented but young players. Fort Scott High School football is off to a rough 0-2 start, but the Tigers remain optimistic they can turn their season around. Many of the hiccups we've seen thus far from Fort Scott can be explained by inexperience. This year's Tigers team is full of talented but young players. They'll rely on leadership from the senior class, leaning on players like All-State running back and linebacker Ryder Newton.
This year, I think we have a strong senior class. They've done a good job of buying in and working hard. They've done a good job of leading the team on and off the field. We've got some young talent as well, so we're inexperienced right now, but That doesn't mean we don't have talent. I think we're going to be just fine if we learn how to play hard, play the right way, and play together as a team. You know, I'd say it probably starts with our captain. So Ryder Newton's a starting running back and starting linebacker. Last year he was an all-league and all-state linebacker. He's a great player for us. I'd say he's our leader on and off the field.
Head coach Jonathan Stark believes his team needs to work on the fundamentals, win the turnover battle, and play mistake-free football. And the rest will take care of itself. The Tigers took a big step in the right direction in week 2, narrowly losing to Parsons 25-22. But there's more work to be done in Fort Scott.
Yeah, I want us to play winning football. So, you know, to me, winning football, we got to take care of turnovers. We can't lose the turnover battle. So we need to take care of the ball offensively, and we need to force turnovers defensively. We got to do our job the best that we can. And if the other team's better than us, you know, so be it. It's okay if we lose that way. It's not okay if we lose because we have tons of mental errors or we're not executing and doing things that we can control. So that's my expectation and goal for the year, is just that's the way we practice. And if we practice that way, that's going to be the way that we play. And I think if we do that, we can be competitive. And if we can be competitive, we can find a way to win.
The Tigers continue their season with another home matchup this Friday against the 1-1 Independence Bulldogs. Well, every Friday night during Press Box, we ask our viewers to vote on who they think dominated on the field. And this week, you voted the Galena Bulldogs as the Performance of the Week winner. On Friday, the Bulldogs took on the Columbus Titans at home, winning the game 20-13. You can cast your vote every weekend on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com/pigskin. That's it for sports. We're back after this. Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. The Joplin City Council calls for emergency approval for the construction of a splash pad. We'll have the latest from tonight's meeting. Plus, while fall might be still around the corner, experts say fall allergies are already here. And holiday spending may look a little different for younger Americans on a budget. Those stories and a lot more tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. The Missouri Department of Conservation is celebrating one of our most important migrating insects this weekend. The Monarch Festival and Native Plant Sale is happening this coming Saturday at the Shoal Creek Conservation Education Center. The all-ages event includes education about the monarch butterfly. The plant sale will focus on natives that help support migrating insects and birds as they journey south this fall.
Monarchs are constantly seeing their habitat change. There's a lot of habitat loss for what they're looking for. So monarch caterpillars typically only eat one food source, and that's going to be milkweed. And while milkweed is extremely important for the caterpillars, another side of the coin is that you need nectarine plants, plants that provide some kind of flower source for the adults to also continue their life cycles.
And those plants also need some water, so.
Yeah, we got rain chances. It's not widespread rain, so it's hit and miss, scattered thunderstorms over the next several days, staying kind of hot, kind of upper 80s, lower 90s, which is a good chunk above average for this time of the year.
Sounds good. Well, thank you for watching. We will see you right back here at 10. Have a great evening and an even better tomorrow.